Welcome back, YouTube. It feels like the week before Christmas here at Meineke Sentiments, and woo, what a day we're having. So we did get Big Mo's job out of one bay. Thank you, Caleb. 3 times the charm, or third time is faster.
Third time I've done that job, second time on that car.
The second alternator actually worked. I hope that he doesn't have any more problems. Mo is one of our good customers, I would say. Mo comes here and has service and repairs done. And sometimes we have some back and forth about what should be done and what shouldn't be done, but in the end, we come up with a solution that works for him and works for the shop so we can get him back on the road. And he actually got to experience the customer this morning that I don't even know. I said to Kato, I was like, when you do the right thing, how can when you do the right thing go so fucking wrong? Today was the prime example of that.
No good deed goes unpunished.
And Caleb goes, no good deed goes unpunished. I'm like, well, why is that? Like, why is that? Like,
Give them an inch, they want a mile.
So I was like, I did everything right in my mind, humanly possible, then other going straight gangster like I usually do for people and say, F you, pay me. It's going to be this amount for me to check your car. If you don't like it, there's the door. And Caleb goes, there's that one more customer a day that corporate's looking for you to get in the base. And he's right. If I would have told this guy and stuck to my guns that your car's out of warranty and it's going to be $90 for me to address your concerns, he probably would have left. Or he would have just taken the bait and then still fought with me like he fought with everybody here today. And poor Mo, my man, thanks Mo for understanding. Mo comes from the mortgage background, so he knows about people's unreasonable requests and positions. So, but he got to watch and he said, Anthony, after all the conversations him and Rachel had, I still couldn't understand what this guy wanted from you guys, even after Rachel was crystal clear on this is how and this is what we're going to do for you. And it wasn't going to cost you anything but a filter for a non-warranty part.
He also said that he had a conversation.
He did say that.
Just one-on-one. Everybody else
was outside of him.
Yeah, uninvolved.
So our customer, yeah, one-on-one, 2 customers talking back and forth. And Mo still couldn't understand this guy's thought process. So it is what it is. This video is about Mike. Mike has a 2012 Ford F-150 King Ranch 3.5. Not our regular customer. He's a regular customer of a shop that we do a lot of work for. He was referred to us to handle some tough repair solutions here. We don't know Mike, so a quick look at his exhaust system showed me that he had broken manifold studs on his turbos. Turbo to manifold to cylinder head stud was broke on both sides. Driver side was loud and fluttering. Passenger side's broke deep inside the head. Not sure what I want to do about it. This vehicle has 180,000 miles on it. This is Mike's truck. Mike loves this truck. It's got wheels and tires. It has suspension. It's got decent work all the way around, struts. Now there's a few things that's right. So I said, hey Mike, here's what I see without going through a whole check on your car at 180,000 miles is if you want the manifolds fixed, we're not just taking your car apart and putting old 180,000 miles and manifolds and turbos back on and coolant feed and return lines and hoses. That stuff's all going to get replaced brand new, and anything else that crumbles or falls or look like it's going to fail in and out of this job. Mike said, I understand that, but the car needs rear axle seals. I said, I didn't get into that, but I can, circle back to that. Mike showed up, talked to Rachel and I said, hey Mike, if this is your forever truck, it's time for you to rebuild it. He's like, I already did the timing chains. I said, important failure part of this engine. Usually there isn't anything else to worry about. I just had a new transmission put in. Fantastic at 180,000 miles. You don't have any car payment. I know it's been painful, right, that you've done that, but you're not making a $700 a month car payment on this truck. And I said, even if everything costs hypothetically, and he needs a new valve cover on the driver's side in this estimate. So we're just going to throw a $10,000 number at this job doing it right. Brand new Ford turbos, brand new Ford manifolds, brand new valve cover, and all the other little things that go along with it. What will you have for $10,000? Well, you sure as hell won't have a car payment. And then for you to buy a $70,000 brand new Ford truck today, you're going to have to put $5,000 or $10,000 down just to buy down the payment, just so it's affordable. So he's like, I'm an electrician. I said, well, you want to talk it over with your wife? I'm going through a divorce. I said, I understand. I've been there and done that. I said, if this is your forever truck, you can choke it down and say, this is my forever truck and I love this truck. The frame's not rotted out. I know what I got. and it still makes sense for me for this truck. And I said, if it's less than $8,000 to do everything, we can do that. And I said, but I'm definitely not going to take your car apart at this high mileage and have turbos fail on you shortly after I'm done, after we've done all this work. I said, it's a waste of your money, and I get paid twice to do the job, but I'd rather advise you properly from the gate. I said, or we have another solution for you, which is I have done in the past, is just repair the broken stud on the car. And I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. But this guy was like legitimately ready to go and drop 10 grand on a brand new truck. Now dropping $10,000 on a 50 or 60 or 70 or $80,000 truck is nothing. That is just to help buy down the car payment. Now you have a car payment every month. Goes back to, I'm tired of putting money into this. You're tired of putting money into your old car here and there every once in a while, right? But then you're totally into impressing your friends and neighbors and yourself and everyone else around you that you have a car payment. And the car payment never ends until it's paid off. So you're still putting money into it. It's just more expensive. And it feels better, or whatever the case may be. So after this guy and I talked, we said, all right, well, let's do this. Let me fix the driver's side manifold the way that I've done in the past for people and had good success. Let me see if I can even gain access to the passenger side that's broke but not leaking right now. And if that all works out, we're not going to worry about turbos, we're not going to worry about manifolds. We're just going to worry about the coolant leak, the oil leak, and maybe the axle seals. And you don't need to spend that big chunk of change right now. But at one point in time or some point in time, you know what this job costs to do it right. He said, Anthony, I trust what you're saying. It makes complete sense for me to fix my forever truck that I love so much. And I agree with him. The frame's not rotted out. He's got a little body rot. He goes, if I can spend $3,000 and get another year or more out of this truck, I would be thrilled. And that makes sense to him. And it makes sense to me that he's going to spend $2,000 or $3,000 right here and now on his truck to fix some obvious problems without rebuilding or restoring the car to brand new specs. That even if he wants a new truck, or it has to be a truck, right? And it's not going to be someone's used problems, because he already has a used truck that he has now that has problems that he's aware of, and he knows and he loves this truck. So $2,000 or $3,000 is an easier swallow, right? Swallow is $2,000 or $3,000 in my forever truck that I love so much. $2,000 or $3,000 as a down payment on any new vehicle may not even meet the minimum requirements for a brand new F-150 with all the amenities that he needs. And he's going to need four-wheel drive, and he's going to need this, and it's going to need that, and it's going to come standard with all the shit that he's never going to use and some of the stuff that he will. $3,000 is nothing. Even on a $30,000 car is nothing. So use a multiplier. If he put 10 grand into his truck right now, he's going to have another truck. He's going to have his forever truck that's going to last him another 10 years for easily $1,000 a year, not including anything else that may or may not be needed. Now, I don't predict the rear is going to blow up. The transmission was already done. The timing chains were already done. And this is already a sound truck for 180,000 miles. Now, if it was rotted out, the frame was rotted out, and he's neglected so many more systems, yeah, dude, it's time for a truck. You're going to have to choke one down for a new car payment, or you're going to have to buy a used truck, that's 10 years old with 100,000 miles on it that still has problems you're not aware of. And that's the reality of this. So Mike, in my opinion, made a good choice that this truck was savable. And I'm sure there's guys out there all over the place that say, well, go ahead, put new turbos on it, put new timing chains on it. I love the truck. It's my forever truck, and I don't want a new car payment. New car payments even go past 5 years now. You're tired of putting money into your old car here and there? Don't you ever get tired of putting money into a car payment? It's worse putting money into a car payment every month. Thanks for watching. I will bring you back and show you the stud in a shorter video.